So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Instant match reaction. Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3. And quite frankly, I am absolutely disgusted from what I saw tonight from those players. I really, really am. And yes, you can heavily criticise Erik Ten Hag, and rightly so, because this week has been a disgrace. You go and draw to 20 in midweek in the Europa League, which on its own is shocking and nowhere near good enough. But then you have a game at home, a massive game against Spurs. Pressure's on you. You're going to have your best team out there. Your new signings all out there. Ugarte going to start. Can Bruno step up in the game? And you go and perform like that and get dominated and played off the park by Spurs. You don't let that happen. There has to be severe question marks after that happens. Because we're Manchester United at home. Old Trafford, meant to be this fortress. What the hell went on out there tonight? It's not just on the player, on the manager, I mean. How many of those players did not look up for the game? They just weren't interested. The cohesion levels were shocking. The concentration levels, my God, we couldn't even string two passes together in a row. There was no attack. I don't think we had many touches in the opposition box. Like, what were we doing out there tonight? What is this press as well, which Ten Hag keeps on trying to do? What is this press? Because the only press I'm seeing out there is we press aggressively, we lose the challenge, and then it creates an opportunity for the other team. We conceded in 2 minutes as well. Like, how are we ever supposed to get back into the game when you concede that early? And do you know what's even worse as well? We played into Tottenham Hotspur's strengths and into our own weaknesses. That doesn't even make sense to me. We allowed Spurs to look like the home team for the majority of the game. Did Ten Hag know we were playing at Old Trafford? Did Ten Hag know there was pressure on him tonight? I said it in the preview. These fans will turn sour on Ten Hag. We cannot keep accepting these mediocre performances at home and away. You can't. It's just not, it's not sustainable. It really, really isn't. And as I mentioned earlier, there is going to be question marks about the manager's role. But tell me, who wants to come to this club? Who's going to be the alternative? It's not an attractive club. Nobody wants to come here. We'll probably end up having Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back at the club. That's how bad it could get. Because he said he would love a return to Manchester United. And you can just see it happening, can't you? But staying like this, you can't. It's not sustainable. The press is terrible. There's no tactics. There's no idea from the manager. And it's like 5 games into the season now. And we sit 12th in the league. We've lost our Europa League game, the first one of the season. And we can't keep doing this. We can't. We don't look good. We're not creating enough chances. Yeah, we can barely score the ones we do create anyway. And that's a problem in itself. But yeah, I'm just so mad right now because you do not go out there and perform like that. I don't know if they don't believe in the manager, but also the players have to be heavily questioned as well. Because from what I saw out there tonight, Xerxes looked like a 4-year-old with no confidence. And he's not started the season well, but Xerxes is so much better than that. He's so much better than that. He couldn't control the ball. His passes were shocking. You're asking Bruno Fernandes to step up. What does he go and do? He goes and kills the game for us and gets a red card. I know we're 1-0 down. We're getting battered anyway. And it's a harsh red card. But come on, Bruno. You're so much better than that. Do you know what he thought? He probably thought to himself, do you know what? I should be dropped. The manager's not going to do it. So let me get a red card so we can give someone else a chance because I'm not performing well. And he's going to miss Brentford, Porto and Aston Villa now. And our next 2 games, we're going to Porto away. No chance for winning that. And then we take on Aston Villa. You must be joking me. We have absolutely no chance in our next 2 games. I said this is the period that Ten Hag will be judged on now. It was a make or break. It really, really was. And it's broken already. It really is. You don't go and do that. You don't go and lose like that to Spurs. And then, yeah, Xerxes lacked confidence. He looked crap today. I mean, Garnacho was never really in the game. We bought Ugarte to break up play, but he was getting done in the midfield. Because really, there was no structure in the midfield at all, was there? I don't know, because Ten Hag keeps on playing these players in positions where they found out their weaknesses. Like, I don't get it with that. That's weird to me, because the midfield is already unbalanced. We also have a massive problem in midfield anyway. So what's going on at the moment? What is going on in the midfield? So yeah, Mainu didn't perform well. He came off with an injury. Mazraoui, again, being consistent this season so far, was crap today. Really bad. De Ligt, shocking today. I mean, the amount of times we were lunging into challenges and missing the ball and allowing Spurs to create another chance was shocking. They should have been 4-0 up in the first half. I mean, Dalot had the worst half of his Manchester United career. Martinez wasn't good. No one was good in the team. Nobody performed over a 5 out of 10. That's how bad it was today. That's how bad it was. And what can you say? You know, he had all his players fit. He had his best team selection. And we were second best. And second best by far to a Spurs team who have been nowhere at it this season. They had pressure on them. But you know what? We'll keep answering the job. That's what we'll do. And we'll put pressure on Ten Hag again. But yeah, I do not know how we survive the rest of the week or next week with Aston Villa and Porto. I don't see it happening. And Ten Hag really could be gone. Because after that, there has to be heavy questions about his management role. There really, really does. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that game, guys. Because wow, I'm angry. I'm disgusted from what I saw. Because, you know, fans will be patient. But there's only a little amount of patience we can have. Because we have to start seeing things as well along this journey. We have to start seeing positives that we can look forward to. We have to start seeing signs of encouragement. We ain't seen any of that. Our new signings, yes, 2 of them have fitted in well, and this was the game for Agate. But it wasn't a game that justified him, was it? It really wasn't, especially when you concede in the first 2 minutes. You're never going to give yourself a good chance of winning the game when you do that, because it kills confidence levels. But yeah, I'm mad at the manager. I'm mad at the players as well, because that's just not good enough. They didn't look interested. They did not look interested, and that's a major concern for me. A major concern in a game like this as well. Oh, but yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. But let's get into the player ratings, guys. So in goal, Andre Onana. I mean, he should be saving the second goal, but he did prevent it from being 6 or 7 in that game, which it could have been. So yeah, I'm going to give Andre Onana, I'll give him a 5. I mean, Dalot, 3, had his worst half of his Manchester United career. I would say that's how bad it was today in the first half. I mean, the amount of times he was getting done as well by Brennan Johnson was shocking. For the first goal, he wasn't even anywhere near him when he had the whole green grass to tap the ball in. And you move on to Martinez and De Ligt, both of them. I mean, De Ligt improved as the game went on, but both of them were crap, weren't they? 3. And we'll give Martinez a 3 as well. And then Mazraoui, I thought his worst game so far. He was getting done down his side as well. So I'm going to give Mazraoui a 3 as well. I give Dalot a 2, actually. Dalot was far the worst on that pitch today. Really, really was. Mainu, again, never really got into the game. And we were always pressured by Spurs. As I mentioned, we just played into their strengths and into our weaknesses. It was so strange. So Mainu gets a solid 4. But again, he was never allowed to really get on the ball. And that's where we know Mainu plays best, when he's on the ball. Yeah, I can't remember how many times he actually got the ball today, to be honest with you, before he came off from his injury. Agate, again, not a good game from him. We'll give him a 4. Wasn't good. Picked up a yellow card in the second half. Was getting done by Maddison 3 or 4 times in the game as well. He was just so easy to play against today. And that was the whole team. That goes for the whole team. So easy to play against. Our formation was crap. I don't think we set up well. And we also allowed Spurs to look like the home side, and give them the ball the whole game, which again blows my mind. Really, really does. And this is what I mean by I don't know what Ten Hag has taken. I don't know what he's doing, what his plans are with his team, because they're not working. They're not working at all. And he's probably going to come out and say, oh, you know what, it's a game of football. We go again tomorrow. You know, we look good. That red card killed the game. No, it didn't. Because it could have been 3 or 4 in the first half before he got taken off. And still nothing was changing. He didn't change up a single thing in that first half when it was going wrong, and horribly wrong. I get it if it wasn't that bad, but it was terrible. We were awful in that first half. Something had to change. You had to rotate something. You had to pull on someone, or take someone off. I don't know what you had to do, but he wasn't doing anything. He was just watching on as we got pummeled down the right, down the left, down the centre. It was tough watch. It was a tough watch. So yeah, Agate gets a 4. Bruno Fernandes, I don't know what to say about this guy anymore. He's so key to what we do. He's such a big part of our team. But he's not performing well. He gets another start tonight to prove himself. Probably his last chance to prove himself, really, before he was going to get dropped. But he dropped himself, hasn't he? With that red card. Killed the game for us at 1-0. What can you do? When it rains, it pours, doesn't it? So, yeah, Bruno Fernandes was crap. 2. Absolutely terrible again in the game where we needed Bruno to step up. He didn't again. Tough. Really tough. And then Xerxes 2 again. As I said earlier, he looked like a guy, well, a kid I mean, with zero confidence and playing football like a 4-year-old. He couldn't touch the ball for shit. His passes were crap. He just looked scared. I don't know what it is. He just looks scared. He's not settled in well, and that's a concern for me. So yeah, Xerxes gets a 2. I thought he was terrible tonight. Rashford again, 3 maybe. Was the only one looking to do things and run at players in the first half, but it was nowhere near good enough, was it? It was nowhere near good enough. The tracking back from everyone tonight was awful as well. The amount of space we left for Spurs to run into, our press just kills us. Our press genuinely just kills us. It doesn't help us. It doesn't, give Spurs the opportunity to give away the ball. I don't know what the press is. I really don't. Because all I'm seeing with the press is we all press, 4 or 5 of them press, and they easily play through us and create a chance. And then 3 or 4 players are taken out of the game, and we're done over. We're done over going forward. We're a couple of man down. And then that's when it's so easy for a team to create a chance against us, because they have so much space and so much gaps they can play through. Again, massively concerning. Garnacho again, similar to Rashford, so we'll give him a 2. I didn't think he was anything special today. Second half, maybe got a bit better, but yeah. Casemiro came on and I thought looked good. We'll give him a 4. Again, we're already 10 men down at this point, so there's not much you could do. Diallo came on. Højlund came on. Again, more minutes for him, but yeah, Ahmad, I thought, didn't get enough time, so we give him a 3. And then and Højlund would give a 4 as well. I don't think it's fair to rank them any lower. They didn't get too much time, but again, subs didn't really change the game. Mount came on. Christian Eriksen came on. I thought Mount, again, couldn't really do much in his position. He was trying, but yeah, we'll give him a 4. Give Eriksen a 3 because 2 set pieces he had and he hit the first man both times. It's not good enough, is it? Yeah, Lindelof, I think, came on, did he, towards the end, maybe. I turned off at that point, to be honest with you guys, because I had enough. And Ten Hag, for me, going to give him a 2 tonight. Going to give him a 2. Again, when the pressure's on you like that, and you perform like that, it's majorly concerning. It is. And you are going to be heavily questioned by it. The red card, yes, doesn't help you out. But already at that point, it's damage limitation. It really, really is at that point, because you could be losing the game 3 or 4-0 at that point. And then they go and score 2 more when it could have been 5 or 6. But we're lucky it is 3-0. We really are, because 5 or 6 and he's gone already, I think. But will the board have the guts to sack him or the balls to sack him? I'm not too sure they will. I think it's a massive concern. I think it's a massive question mark there. And I think it's a massive possibility he could go. But I don't think they'll do it this early on. But can we continue like this? No, it's not sustainable. It's really not sustainable. And there's no improvement. There's no encouragement. The fans aren't getting anything. We're going to watch these games in hope now. Not expectation, in hope. That's how bad it's gotten. But yeah, man of the match. I don't think there is one. There isn't one. I'm not going to give man of the match because there wasn't one. That's how bad it was. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Manchester United 0, Spurs 3. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.